Hello instructors, this is Kyle with McGraw-Hill, and in this quick video I'm going to walk you through the process that you'll need to follow to find the SmartBook reports on the instructor side and analyze them. So first we'll go into the Performance tab, click on Reports, you'll scroll down to the bottom and you'll find the Adaptive Assignment Reports. Click on Learn Smart. Okay, and from here you'll see that you've got 7 options. So 6 of these are reports that you're going to be able to utilize every time students complete assignments. The practice quiz is unique because you're only going to see information about students who take practice quizzes. But let's go through the other 6. So first we've got the progress overview. And this is where you can view student progress broken down by module. Right, so in this instance, students have only worked in Chapter 4. If there were subsequent chapters that the students have done work in, there would be more columns that represent that, and the time spent would be cumulative. So you see the students here, you see the amount of time they've spent, and then their score, and it's color-coded to give you an idea of whether or not the student is doing well, or if you need to reach out. So you'll see here, we've got a student that's at 16%. We would probably want to email this student, which you can do directly from here. All right. Next up, we've got student details. And this is going to give you information on how your students are progressing. It's broken out by chapters. So we've got Chapter 4. And you'll see here that we can drill down, see the amount of time the student spent by the due date and the amount of time the student spent totally. And we'll also get the percentage of completion on the due date and the total completion. It gives you a date when it was last updated. So this will be the last time that the student went into the program. Next up, we've got module details, and this is where you can view information on how your class performed on each section of an assigned chapter. So if we click on Chapter 4, you'll see that we've got the theme of the chapter, the title of the chapter rather, which is Adjustments, Financial Statements, and Financial Results. And you can see how they did with that, as well as all of the subunits in the chapter. So if we scroll over here, you'll see we've got average time spent on each of these particular subject areas, average questions per student correct over the total, and then you get a correctness color-coded bar graph. And this is going to give you information on how your students progressed on each of these major subunits in the chapter. Next up, we've got missed questions. I think this one is very important. This is going to be a list of the questions that your students missed the most as they worked on their SmartBook assignment. So it just lists them out here. It's going to give you the top 10, give you an overview so that you can use this kind of as a jumping off point, or if you'd like to actually open this and go through it with your class, you can click Try in LS, which is going to open the question up in SmartBook. So you'll see that the questions will flow in order, so you can use this as a way to walk the students through covering the areas that they struggled with in the reading. And whenever you're finished, you can just click No and return back to the Reports tab. Alright, so metacognitive skills. This will allow you to see if your students are aware of when they're right and wrong. So in the piece before the students answer, they have to rate their confidence, and this is going to let you know if their confidence correlated with the result. Right, so we've got a lot of students that are correct and they were aware that they were correct, and I've got a lot of students that were incorrect and they were unaware that they were incorrect. Not very many fall in this middle category, so it's just more of an interesting report. And finally, we've got most challenging learning objectives. Okay, so if you click on this, you'll be able to see which areas of the chapter your students struggled with the most, and it actually has the page number listed here, so you can really hone in on what you need to cover to make sure that it's an effective use of your lecture time. Okay, so those are the SmartBook reports inside of Connect.